Hey guys, Yuliya here. So today I'm planting up a window box, and I know it's end of July and I know it's super late, but I actually have my reasons. And the first reason is that I'm super busy in the spring and the beginning of summer, working on other people's gardens, and my own garden's finishing touches sort of go on the back burner. And I actually like to wait for the middle of the summer so I can buy all the plants on sale in local nurseries. So for 50% off and sometimes even more, you can buy a ton more plants and fill up a larger space. Also, our growing season here in northern New Jersey is very long. It's 200 days. So we have another 2.5 months of enjoyment of window boxes or containers or annuals, perennials, whatever I decided to buy. So this window box that I'm going to be planting is actually sort of Michael's window box. He loves to take care of it. He waters it once a day. So he's been pestering me for the last couple of weeks, asking me where are the plants, when I'm going to plant them, and was telling me that he's going to go to the nursery himself and buy the plants himself. So we actually ended up going to the nursery together, and he picked some plants, I picked some plants. We brought them home. The colors sort of clash, but I think we can make it work. So let me show you the window box first, and then I'll show you the plants. Here's the window box where the plants are going, and I have to take up a leaf blower to blow off that Christmassy stuff. You see that squirrel? Oh my God. Anyway, I have to take a leaf blower and blow off that, whatever the branches are there. And I'm just gonna go and show you the plants first. So here is the plant selection, and ignore the Hakinakloa right there and also the hosta blooms. Those plants are here permanently. But Michael's first selection was this Vinca. This one is called Deep Strawberry, and I do like this color. It has this sort of deep pink flowers. His second selection was this Dahlia, which has more of a warmer tones, and I do gravitate toward more of the sunsetty tones on Dahlias, so I absolutely love this one. And then he selected this potato vine here, which has beautiful, like really dark purple, almost black leaves. This one is called Jet Black, I believe, yes. And then he really liked this potato vine, and he said maybe we should have different color potato vines spilling over the window box. I thought it was a great idea. This one did not have a label. If I find it, or if I find the name of it somewhere, I will post it on the screen. So those were his choices, and those are pretty bright. Probably would not be my first choice, but that's okay. And I do like more of a cooler tones, white, pinks, purples. So I decided to get some plants and sort of cool this composition a little bit. So this is Euphorbia Diamond Frost, which I plant pretty much everywhere. Absolutely love this plant. It has the neutral white color and also fine texture. I think the fine texture is what's missing in a lot of compositions. So you have a lot of bold flowers, like really bulky, and you need to tie it all together with like a glue of some sort. And in my experience, a lot of times things like are more fine textured, sort of pull it all together. This salvia right here, I do not know the name of. It didn't have a label as well, but it's absolutely beautiful color. There was one plant that I stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit. It was more of the warmer tones, but I think it looks beautiful with the Dahlia here. This is Superbina Peachy Keen. And then what else did I get? This Verbena right here. This one is called Royal Dreams. And this is one of the Verbena bonarienses. I do have a straight species in my garden that I grew from seed this spring. It's very tall. It's like 5 feet tall. But this one is only 2 feet tall, and I think it's perfect for like a window box or container situation. And it looks absolutely beautiful with this Dahlia, you guys. So anyway, these are the plant choices, and I'm just going to go ahead to the second floor and start planting this up. So I wanted to talk about the potting mix I'm using in this window box. And potting mixes for window boxes and containers are this special medium that is much lighter than the potting mixes that you may use in the garden. And it does contain peat moss. And I prefer to buy my peat-contained products from Canada, because they harvest peat more sustainably, and then they do this whole restoration of peat bogs. But what peat is great because it's a light material for your window boxes and containers, so they're not too heavy. But what I found is that if it dries out at some point, it becomes hydrophobic, or it repels water, and it's really hard to rehydrate it. So what I do, I add a little bit more organic matter to these potting mixes, just a little bit, like a couple of inches on top. In this case, I'm using dehydrated and decomposed manure. You can use mushroom compost, you can use regular compost, whatever the organic material that you can find. I find that the plants don't dehydrate as fast. It's my personal experience in New Jersey. In your neck of the woods, it could be a little bit different, but this is from my personal experiences. Adding a little bit more of organic matter to container mixes and window box mixes really helps with water retention. So I'm just going to mix this pretty well and start planting. All right, you guys, this is all done, and I think this is the best I can do from this angle, considering I don't have a selfie stick. But check out all the dirt on the roof. And I didn't even know it was there until I started working on the window box, and I probably wouldn't even know it was there. I love how the colors came together. The verbena looks beautiful, the dahlias, euphorbia, everything is just playing so well together. So I did a couple of things. First of all, I deadheaded things preventatively, because it kind of is hard to work on this window box once it's all put together. So I deadheaded salvia, verbena needed a little bit of deadheading, and I also cut the potato vine because they get ginormous, and I don't really want them to trail over too much. So I cut them in half, and I think they will be just the right size in a couple of weeks. So this thing is going to fill in. I'm actually going to go downstairs and see what it looks like from there. I know it's hard to see, but I think you get the picture. Really love the combination of different textures and colors. So the window box itself, I actually built about 11 years ago. How I got it to the second floor, I don't remember. It's all a blur, but I know it's 2 solid boards and like 2 little boards on the side and the brackets. So you can build a window box like this yourself. It's still very sturdy. It has a liner in the middle so it doesn't rot. But it's very roomy, and it also, it almost feels like there's a whole little garden up there, which I absolutely love. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new in this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.